The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. From Sydney, Australia, she is a student of wrestling, Cherry Stevens!
It was a couple of months ago that we had the Ballroom Blitz to crown a new women's champion, and I was really impressed with the work of Cherry Stevens. Sure, she was eliminated fairly quickly by Jessica Troy, but damn it, she showed me something, lads, and clearly MCW management picked up on that, because here she is again tonight, getting ready for another match and doing a bit of last-minute cramming, lads.
But that's what's great about her. She might have lost there, but she's always learning.
Oh, gee, she's going to learn something. Oh, boy.
She's going to the school of hard knocks here, and there is no one that's got a master's degree in handing out an absolute beating than Delta.
From Adelaide, Australia, she is the Godzilla of the women's division. This is Delta!
Of course, talking about that same match, the Ballroom Blitz, Delta came within a hair of winning that match. So impressive she was. Jessica Troy couldn't even get her to tap out on the armbar. Delta was so strong, she powered out of it, and were it not for losing her balance, she may have very well have been able to toss Jess Troy out of the match.
When we say that Cherry Stevens, though, is a student of the game here, she would have gone back to Sydney after the Ballroom Blitz and have studied that tape so much. Look at it, she's actually in the midst of going through her notes as we speak.
We all did year 12, I assume. We've all had a cheat sheet before, boys.
Delta just looking to intimidate Cherry here.
Those notes can't be so good. You can't get within touching distance of Delta this early in the match. Oh, good duck there.
Very off the ropes.
Oh no, oh no.
He's caught her.
Oh no. Yeah, firing away though with some fists.
Cherry's
What does the book say? What does the book say? Roll her up! Cover! Oh!
She had it scouted, it was in the book.
No, don't get rid of it, referee! She needs that!
Oh, off the ropes with an arm drag.
Loving it here. Going up now. And takes Delta down again. I am loving the nous from this kid. Sweeps her legs, goes for another quick cover.
Delta kicks out at one.
Fantastic. You have to wonder, was sitting there and reading, oh, good little snap there, was reading that cheat sheet just a ploy to sucker Delta in, perhaps? Cover.
Well, Cherry Stevens put together a great string of offense there, though. So whatever was in the book, it definitely helped. But does she have enough to finish off Delta here? Ooh. Going for a submission.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Going back to a kick, maybe a better idea.
The submission didn't work. It's like, just knee her in the bush. Crowd getting behind Cherry here.
Cherry taking her eyes off Delta. That is not a good idea with an opponent this strong.
Yeah, crowd got behind her, and so did this red-headed behemoth who just nailed it.
I mentioned before, Cherry Stevens is a student of the game here, but right now, Delta has been through the school of hard knocks. And at the moment, I think that flurry of offense from Cherry Stevens would have just awoken the beast that is Delta, and now she's about to dish out some receipts.
Now, of course, Delta, we know from South Australia, she has some great trainers down there. But we know that Cherry Stevens, she has got the likes of Jessica Troy, who she trains with frequently, Shazza McKenzie, and Madison Eagles. My goodness, if there's ever a learning tree to sit under, it's that one. Delta seems to have some of these more natural gifts. Cherry has to work hard for every little scrap, every little step here, because let's look at it. She's got quite a slender frame. She's going up against this behemoth. It's your true brains versus brawn blades.
Cherry kicking out, but you just saw what Delta did there. You can talk about learning from some of the greats, but Delta has things you can't teach. A talent like this doesn't come along often. That combination of size and strength and speed and agility, Delta has it all at a very early stage of her game.
Roll up here, no. Delta follows through. This is what I like about Cherry. She's always got an answer. If something doesn't go wrong, she's not looking lost out there. Although That time she didn't know how to counter a leg being grabbed. But she is always good to try and come up with something else. Oh, no. Oh, big release German there.
A huge one, and Cherry Stevens is like a rag doll. But look at that. That's the heart from Cherry Stevens right there. And you know what? Every move that Delta is dishing out, she is just putting it away into the little memory bank there. She's going to go back and revise about this, and next time, she's going to learn more and adapt to this.
There may not be a next time by the time Delta's through with her, though.
Death. Goodness me. But right now, she's just sitting there with the submission here. Oh, just really tearing away at the shoulders there, those tendons. And later on tonight, let's not forget, we do have our women's champion in action. So we know that both of these women want to make a statement tonight with a victory, perhaps be next in line for a crack at Jessica Choi or even Aisha, depending who comes out victorious there.
Absolutely, and that's what this match is about for Delta. She's got a bone to pick. She feels like she's earned a title shot against Jessica Choi, and she's going to make an example out of Cherry Stevens here tonight.
Here's what I mean about Cherry Stevens, because she seems to find more things to just pull out of that hat, and once again, Delta has an answer for her there.
It's almost like Delta learns as the match goes on, though. She's got counters for everything. And again, using that power, just blocking the crucifix.
You know what? On any other wrestler, this would have worked for Cherry straight away. But
My
such
God.
is the size and the strength of Delta. Getting her up. No, floats out of it. She definitely had that one scouted there. Or can she get Delta up? It's just so hard. You train and you work on these moves and you get them right and you're able to nail them against your training opponents. But then against Delta, it's just coming up brick wall after brick wall. Oh, right there, grabs her waist lock. Looking for another German maybe? No. Back elbows here from Stevens.
Cherry powers out.
Oh, Cherry's looking exhausted though, but I think looks like she maybe caught Delta just a bit behind the ear there, because she's able to hit her again. She's got the big girl on Wobble Street here.
Off the ropes, trying to get some momentum is Cherry Stevens, trying to chop down this mighty tree that's Delta. Delta in the corner. Cherry Stevens just launches another elbow.
Were it not for the corner, I think Delta would be down. Shoots in again, gets her feet up, Cherry catches him. I am loving this from Cherry Stevens.
Simon, you mentioned it briefly before, that it seems like Delta seems to learn on the run here. She adapts as the match goes on, whereas Cherry she's more delving back into the theory of wrestling. What works? What should work in this situation?
Oh, that kick to the chest should have worked.
Again, Delta just popping back up, just eating the kicks, absorbing the punishment and saying, come on, what else you got? Now she's caught the leg of Cherry Stevens.
Lindsay, we've seen
Oh my God.
We've seen in the professional wrestling that things that look like they should work on paper sometimes don't. In fact, more often than not, they don't. Cherry would have gone in with a full-on study plan. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's how I'm going to win. Delta, though, as you see, brute force. There's no plan for that.
There really isn't, because you've seen so many moves get countered by Delta. Not because Delta's smarter than her or a step ahead, just because she is so much bigger and stronger. That is that natural... you know what? It's not a gift, because this woman has worked so hard at building this physique and her talent, but she just does have that frame that allows her to counter so seemingly easy.
And then you add to it the mean
Oh,
streak.
she's got the cheek! No! Cherry's notes!
Talk about a mean streak. There goes the book.
That's an entire semester of notes that's gone. Oh, and Cherry is devastated.
Hopefully she's got it safe to the cloud somewhere.
I think she would.
Otherwise it's gone. But you just saw there Delta not only using her power, but also using the everything we've got around ringside. The ring post, the guardrail, the apron. The killer instinct that Delta has, that's going to go a long way.
Oh, but look at the heart. Oh, a kick to the face of Delta.
Don't touch my book! Oh! What a TDT! Oh, but Stevens is down. That was her last gasp there.
But also importantly, Delta is down. She's off her feet.
But how long is Delta going to stay down for? Really, you need to roll over
Come
quickly,
on, Cherry. Come on, Cherry. You can do this. This will be a big A+ for Cherry Stevens if she can get the 3 count. No, come on, Cherry.
Jeez, questioning the speed on that 3 count there. A bit lackadaisical from the referee.
Well, you don't get a chance to do retests in real live wrestling, unfortunately.
No, you don't, do you?
Here we go. We saw Cherry
We saw-
Stevens
yes,
go for this earlier.
Oh, is this like a modified figure 4 here? Oh!
Got it locked in.
Fantastic! You'll forgive me, I'll have to ask Cherry later what exactly we call this.
I believe it's a version of a trailer hitch there, I
Oh,
suppose. Got her
and
locked in.
stomping her in the lower spine at the same time, adding that extra pressure, Cherry!
And look at the ring positioning too. Dead center of the ring. Delta has to tap out or get to the rope.
You might even say that is textbook perfect from Cherry Stevens.
Jeez, look at Delta though, getting on all fours. She's not even reaching for the ropes. She just stands up out of it. Oh, very telling there. Delta went straight for the cover. Is that maybe a sign of fear?
Oh, she's got her up. Looking for the F5. Nailed it.
Oh, dear.
Get the hammer ready to ring the bell, lads.
That's just the power, the raw power of Delta.
Delta!
Out of it. Goodness gracious me.
Still had the strength in the legs. Get her up for the F5. Hit it. Make the cover. Your winner, it's Delta. And again, is this the next step? The right direction for Delta, getting closer to the MCW Women's Championship title shot that she wants.
An absolute gallant effort there from Cherry Stevens.
Blown away, lads. I'm blown away. I'm so impressed. We saw just a fraction of what she could do in that Ballroom Blitz. I'm so glad that she got an opportunity here tonight. She lost no fans through her effort here tonight.